So
All right, ready to go?
starting the recording, and then I'm gonna just patch us into Facebook. Already served. ReMarcs is live.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, urban leaguers, brothers and sisters and friends. Today is March 18th, 2021. I'm Mark Morial, and this is ReMarcs Live. You know, our hearts are in pain and broken with the families, standing with the families of the 8 people killed in a senseless shooting spree in the Atlanta suburbs late Tuesday afternoon. Of the 8 people killed, 6 were Asian women. The murders are the latest in a shameful surge of violence and hate against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders over the last year. We know the names of 4 of the victims. 33-year-old Delania Yan, mother of a 13-year-old boy and an 8-month-old baby girl. Paul Andre Michels, 54, an Army veteran and business owner. Xiao Jie Yan, the owner of the spa where she was shot, and 44-year-old Dao Yu Feng, and a 30-year-old man, Ulysses Hernandez Ortiz, was wounded. The police have not yet released the names of the other 4. This is senseless. This is hateful. And we're going to stand up to this violence against our Asian American brothers and sisters. We're going to mourn with these families who lost their loved ones to this senseless violence. No one can deny the rise in violence and hate crimes against people of Asian descent. And look, it's been stoked. It was stoked by a president cynically seeking a scapegoat for the tragic mishandling of the coronavirus pandemic. Donald Trump sought to scapegoat Asian Americans and Asia in a despicable, hateful, irresponsible fashion. Now, the study of hate and extremism at Cal State reported that hate crimes targeting Asian American people has risen by nearly 150%. And now we're joining with Stop AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islander Hate. This is a coalition addressing anti-Asian discrimination during the pandemic. And they've received over 3,800 complaints of hate incidents. I've seen in New York City, not just hateful words, but hateful words which lead to hateful violence. Now, regrettably, the agency investigating the Georgia murders appears to be steeped in its own anti-Asian sentiment. The spokesman didn't express sympathy for the shooter, or empathy for the shooter, saying he was at the end of his rope and having a really bad day. But that same sheriff's deputy has made anti-Asian social media posts and prompted a racist t-shirt. White supremacist propaganda through physical media is spread through flyers, stickers, and banners. That type of activity doubled in 2020, reaching the highest levels ever recorded by the Anti-Defamation League. Online anti-hate messages have reached into the millions. Last month, the National Urban League joined with many others, including our friends at Asian American Advancing Justice, an important civil rights organization and partner. And we call for comprehensive hate crimes at the state and local level, and law enforcement, you've got to enforce those hate crimes. We need standardization in the reporting of these crimes. We need state and local law enforcement to fully comply with the Hate Crime Statistics Act. And we need to condemn hate speech by government officials and those running for office who want to divide Americans on the basis of race for some sort of political advantage. We at the National Urban League are going to stand up, raise our voice, do whatever we can to take action. There needs to be a greater investment in linguistically and culturally competent community resources. 4 years of federal policy, rhetoric, and messages fanned the flames of bigotry and inspired actions of violence against communities of color. This pandemic has us at a crossroads. It's exposed America's fault lines, forced the nation to confront its legacy of white supremacy. Hatred here is hatred there. Hatred is indivisible. Hatred against Asian Americans, African Americans, Jewish Americans, Muslim Americans, Latinx Americans, LGBTQ Americans. All of it is fruit of the same poisonous tree of old-fashioned white supremacy. We say no. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your voices. If you're a person of justice, equity, and righteousness, raise your voice. Say no. We want our brothers and sisters in all communities and in the Asian American community to know we will stand with you to fight hate crime. This is Mark Morial, and this has been ReMarcs Live for this Thursday, March 18, 2021. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy. At Mark Morial, at Nat Urban League. Please follow us on all social media channels. Thank you so much. Okay, beautiful.